April 29th, 2022, saw an attempted kidnapping at a bus stop, where a 16-year-old girl was waiting to be picked up for school. Surveillance footage captured an individual parking their car and approaching the girl. He forcefully grabbed her phone and attempted to drag her into the vehicle, while she desperately clung to a nearby fence, resisting his efforts. The man brandished the phone in an attempt to lure her, hurling it at her when he realized he wouldn't succeed. The girl managed to escape by running onto the bus, while the assailant fled in a white Ford Mustang. A witness provided a description of the car and the suspect, leading to the vehicle's retrieval at a gas station a few hours after the incident.
Your first name? What's your first name, De'Aaron?
Yeah.
De'Aaron Jackson?
I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, what the hell? I honestly don't either. I would tell you. But
Yeah.
The officers felt the need to speak with him. Was he aware of what was happening? Did he have an ID with him? Was he supposed to be arrested? Well, if that were the case, he would have already been pulled out of the car in handcuffs. They asked if he was the owner of the vehicle, and Darren responded that yes, he was, and indeed he had the license and all the necessary documents. He was told to stay calm because they needed to speak with his passenger. The officers understood that he had nothing to do with the situation, so they told him to relax. Someone would come up to talk, discuss with him because he hadn't done anything wrong. Someone was coming. He could probably see them in his rearview mirror. If he saw them, they would come to talk to him soon. They suspect his passenger is playing a nasty game. Darren confirms that indeed, he is a friend of his, but the officer still wants to talk to the passenger, specifying if it's a woman or a man. Darren seems confused about the situation. He is reassured that if he were involved in any trouble, he would have already been stopped. It turns out the car belongs to Darren, but the main focus is on someone else. It's Jackson who is separated for a private interrogation. The officer advises Jackson to be honest, emphasizing the importance of truth in legal proceedings. Jackson immediately understood that the evidence they had against him was overwhelming and that the only way out was to cooperate with the police, so he decided to do so. He confessed to the attempted kidnapping a few hours earlier, confessed to stealing the girl's phone to convince her to follow him, and also how he got enraged when she fought with all her might not to be fooled.
Hey, don't act silly, my man. But how about here? I gotta put you in cuffs because when we go into county, you have to go in cuffs. So when you get out, just face that way. I'm not moving, but just face that way. And put your hands on your back, all right?
Thanks to his confession, his sentence was reduced by the judge, who appreciated the man's sincerity and believed in his remorse. So Jackson was sentenced to 5 years in prison for kidnapping, with a sentence influenced by his violation of parole and previous offenses. Notably, the man had been released just 4 days before the kidnapping incident. Do you think a 5-year prison sentence is sufficient for an attempted kidnapping? Share your opinions below, and remember to like and subscribe to the channel.